It's the Cable MTGO Show.
Entomb and Hull Breacher, huh? Let's get our Breacher on. I guess that's a start, huh? The classic. Oh, it's pleasant to see Stowaway again. Someone earlier mentioned how this cube, like, probably just has fewer legends. I haven't done the numbers to compare it to the Magic Online or the Arena Cube. You're going to Milwaukee? Fun. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Milwaukee. I'm trying to get an invite for Portland. Portland as well. Got a little bit of that fire in me, you know? Be fun to qualify for the Pro Tour again. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to, like, actually try. So most of the time, I've got a bit too much going on. Interesting. I guess I like a library. One cool thing about Twister and Library is in the late game, if you fire off your Twister, it, like, resets you back to 7, so then Library gets turned back on. What's that about Portland? One of the RCs is in Portland. I'm gonna assume that Crocus is still a good card. So I'm gonna grab that one. Yeah, this next season, one of the RCs is in Portland and one of them is in Milwaukee. I already have an invite for Milwaukee. Now I'm trying to get my invite for Portland. I like Portland a lot. What am I doing with all this then? Could grab Bolt, I guess. Do you reduce lane count when adding Mox Diamond and Cube? Nope. Oh, wow. Progenitals is in here. I kind of like Grim Monolith because it sets up Hull Breacher plus Twist the following turn. I kind of like Staff, too. But we do have this Emrakul in this Show and Tell. Hard to say no to that. Containment Priest in my Show and Tell deck. What format are those RCs? Is it standard? I think it's standard, yeah. But I think it's going to be post-ban standard. That'll be interesting. But yeah, wake up, Jeff. If you had a Chrome Mox, you typically swap it in for a land. As you intuited, you don't do that with Mox Diamond. What's up, Terrence Hell? What's on the chopping block for bans? In standard, Vivi. Oh shit, what up? Hey, wake up, Jeff28. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, they said they didn't want to, like, immediately ban Vivi after people, like, bought cards to play in RCs, which I guess I respect, but you're also, like, making it so nobody else wants to play your RCs. And nobody wants to buy in because the cards are just going to get banned immediately. Good thing about another splash, huh? Get that Oko in. 4-color good cards. I think I'm going to grab the Marsh Flats. Just improve our mana base a little bit. Ooh, hello, Mana Crypt. This is a sexy Mana Crypt. I'm talking turn 1 Show and Tell or turn 1 Breacher into Twister. That's real nice. Looking at Stock Up, looking at Pyroglyph. Both kind of solve some problems for the deck. The EU Modern Open in March was like 1.6k people, and the last one was like 600. Oh yeah? Modern suffering? Looking at the Talisman, looking at Lotus Petal. I'll take the Petal here. I think it's the track that is super grainy. Kind of interesting. Thinking about this Spell Pierce. Metamorph and Pyroglyph is kind of a combo. Is LED interesting? Good with that twister, hum. Good with that breach, hum. Expressive came back. Did I get any new records lately? Oh, like albums? Yeah. When I was at, what was it? When I saw Kal-El, I bought a vinyl of one of the openers, and then I bought their latest, because they were there to sign it. They were all super friendly. It was great. The whole band came out to shake my hand and sign the vinyl. Just even more fast mana. That Faithless Looting would be an interesting wheel. I wouldn't hate another thing worth show and telling in. I wouldn't hate a sneak attack. Would I hate a breach? I've got a breach right here. All breached up, friend. So that Ulamog certainly fits my definition of something else worth show and telling in. That Volcanic Island would be really nice, mana-wise. Fuck, wasn't it Traxa here, too? Yeah, I wonder if we can just pass. Or we can just take the Volk and try and wheel one of them. Looks like a reasonable Tez deck. I'm also thinking about the Chain Lightning and the Jace here. If I had the Brain Freeze, I'd like the Spell Seeker, but I super don't. Alright, I'll take the Dam through the Breach. We'll see if it wins any games for us. Kind of looks like I want to cut white from this mana base, Really want to play that balance, but I'm going to grab Arcane here. Wow. Holy shit. Holy shit. Bombardier's 4th and Wheel of Fortune. What the fuck? It's weird, but I'm going to grab the Wheel of Fortune here. It pairs well with the Underworld Breach. Actually, it's kind of awkward with Emrakul in the deck. Maybe I'm just supposed to grab 4th. Thopter combo going around. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Misfortune with the Power Cube sub. Hell yeah. Thinking about the Tez, thinking about Chain Lightning. Is this enough cards? Not really. Kind of looks like a deck, Oh, I think I like 3-bit Inspector over Pyrite Spellbomb because it's an imprintable for Chrome Mox. Maybe that makes Robber the... Well, I don't know. This would be 9 blue sources. 8 white feels like a lot. And then only 6 red. Let's just invert those two numbers, This breach business isn't very good. Like, it's kind of good with LED, kind of not. The LED is very awkward with the Eldrazi. Is the only issue with the breach. We'll try this. Updating the overlay real quick. Should be good now. Is Richer Fitter strong in this deck? Nah, it sucks. It is a Trinket Mage target if we ever want to tutor up a gassy card. But it's not really good here. I think I am going to imprint the Inspector and run out the Pyrite Spellbomb turn 1. Waiting for Houts. Gigi Jackson up there with 10 trophies. That's too many. That's too many trophies. This is the trophy police. We're cutting you off, Gigi. Hell yeah, Mark. I've noticed that, like, each of my decades has been better than the previous. Been a pretty consistent trend. The older you get, the more you know what makes you happy. Might be part of that. The better you know yourself. Yeah, that was what you said, Mark. Well, should I pop up another game here? Oh no, we're playing now. So this Twister is something we refer to in the biz as a ritual card advantage. I have 2 cards, they have 6. It's kind of like I just drew 5 cards, huh? Opponent had to shuffle their 6 cards back and draw 7. Hot diggity do, your in-stream has just gifted 10 gifted subs. Fuck yeah. Thank you, your in-stream. Congratulations to Archivist, Omnomcake, To Wit, Enigmatic SC, After Lanterns, Old Sickback, Trillpod, Guck 178, Tiger Tom, then Hip Knight. Well, this Laylee is unfortunate, huh? It's gonna get out from under the Pyrite Spellbomb damage range. I don't know. We're dealing with that Laylium. Hey, log. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing that Twitch Prime. Hell yeah. Thanks for my dedication. You're very welcome in stream. They were past the fucking halfway point, That doesn't feel bad. Sure thing, boss. So the Pyroglyph could trade with Lelia here. It might be smart, huh, with the Mana Crypt in play. But then I can't Metamorph the Pyroglyph. Metamorphing the Pyroglyph would give me 2-3 points of damage. Unless the Archive can bin a land, and then I could clear both. But then I'm taking 6 down to 8. Alright, let's fucking jam it. I'm taking 8. Or 6, rather. And this is going to draw me a card. Flame Slash, huh? We already have Sorcery in the bin. Alright, Mana Crypt, I'm going to need to win some flips here. Fuck. Alright, so last time it was tails. This time it's guaranteed heads. Fuck! My Magic Online might be broken. They've been kind of repping Mana Tithe, haven't they? This is 1 damage short, though. That's 1 damage short of lethal. I'm at 2 life. I think I'm supposed to go for it. I hate it, but I'm gonna go for it. Hot diggity. Plate Splicers is a pretty reasonable blocker. Maybe I'll do this too. Is Skyclave a little rough on our mana? Yeah, we only have like 6 white sources. We could like rebuild the mana base to play Skyclave, but it's not really worth it, right? Make the whole rest of the deck less consistent. Yeah, somebody didn't understand what the cards did, Mark. Opponent's Flyers at 2-3, not a 2-1. Yeah, it feels very similar to the Alpha Frog Cube with some other kind of fun considerations. All right, now this time we got guaranteed heads. Oh my fuck. Oh my sweet fuck. Yeah, they used to invite me to the arena early access, like streamer things. I didn't get invited last time. A lot of times, the people that are overseeing that have a lot on their plate. And I think that's a big part of it. Just gonna play a shitty Anticipate here. It's on regular account now. Oh, well, that might explain why I haven't been in. Usually I get emails from them. Hell yeah, Lewis Adams. Yeah, the group that we have, I think, is really fun. It's a good mixture of folks that are like fairly new and people that have played like hundreds of games. The core group of runners, we're really excited to like have a fresh group of folks to play with. Opponent repping the ult off that Ugin. A little scary. And they've got Quad Island, so you know whatever we're playing here is just not resolving. It'd be hilarious to Hull Breacher and Ugin ult. It just wouldn't work, though. They would have something. Lost in the process change. Yeah, that makes sense, Gogi. I figured it was something like that. Those things are also kind of fun, so I don't know how invested I am in tracking it down. Kind of wish I'd found that brain freeze, huh? The opponent's thinking about a Nugan ult when they have 15 cards in their library. Oh, Shackles is in. I see. If we knew our card was resolving, then hitting the Goldspan Dragon would be sick, because then you get the coveted Jewel. But I'm pretty sure our card is not resolving. Spin out Treasure here. The mad fucking sign. Counterspell, what a fucking surprise. Yeah, Metamorph can cycle the One Ring. It's like the one way to get 2 One Rings in your cube deck. I don't think their library count's gonna end up mattering here. Is it poor taste to add multiple of a cards like Squadron Hawk in your cube? So my experience with that, I tested it in a Pauper cube. Accumulated Knowledge, Squadron Hawk, 7 Dwarves. I tried it with a few different things. My main experience was, if you drafted a card that's like actual... Oh, you were going to do multiples of it? Yeah, never mind. I guess that's not the same issue. They just have lethal here, because this gives them a 5/5 and then a 2/2 and 2/2 and ping. Yeah, I had it when you drafted a Squadron Hawk, you got like 3 Hawks. And my issue was that some people just like had their decks filled way too fast, because they were getting like 3 or 4 playables for 1 pick. And then they could flesh out their sideboards and hate draft and stuff while everybody else had to draft normal. I thought that was a weird dynamic. I didn't like that. But I think putting multiples of a Squadron Hawk type effect or accumulated knowledge, whatever it is, in a cube is totally fine. Give people like a little mini game. It would have to be a lower powered cube before that's interesting, though. So this ain't slow as shit, but it does have some cards that I want against them. Namely the Hull Breacher, and Artisan's got a Nulamog here to cheat out potentially. I do hate my idea. That's what I'm telling you, Zazu, is that I don't think it's any good. I played with it and I didn't like it at all, and I scrapped the cube. Hey, yeah, that's Steve. How many Mengus do we need to power this cube? I'm not sure. Mengu's pretty powerful. I think you would run out Lotus Petal there if you wanted to hold up a counter on turn 1, is what that is. I feel like the Artisan, they just like slam, drain, and untap and play something awesome. Whereas if I Hull Breacher, they drain, and I have a better chance of resolving the Artisan. But then if they untap and play Ugin, that just like kills the Artisan, right? I'm just gonna play. To the surprise of nobody. Opponent's down to 2 cards over there. Opponent's down to 3 cards over there. Red Source off the top here would be awesome, because then I could just Chain Lightning this Karn and still slam the Hull Breacher on their end of turn. Okay, well, can't have everything. Opponent's down to 1 card. Can that card answer Hull Breacher Twister? Oh, they're upticking Karn. That's interesting. Instead of downticking for another 6/6. I guess it would be a 7/7. Like, that's a pretty fast clock. I would like some treasure, please. Draw another Lotus Petal. So close to the hardcast Emrakul. Oh, they don't have anything good to put in. Oh, they had nothing. Phew. Probably should have cracked that first. You know that one. I win. To game 3 we go. Suppose. That game did go a lot better when they didn't have the One Ring on turn 2. I noticed that as well. It's a good turn 2, but or good turn 1, but we're not like, I don't know. We're not killing that quickly with this start. All right, now it's got to be heads. No heads? Never heads? Never once heads. That's what you're telling me, is that you just don't heads ever? That's no way to make friends. Gotta be. Oh, shit! It's because I mocked them. And this is kind of what Retrofitter's doing in here, right? When you have this like this pile of mana and gives the Trinket Mage a way to give you a little bit of gas at least. Not amazing, but at least it's something, right? All right, now that it's been heads, it's going to be tails for a million years. We've broken the system. All right. You want to see a good fractured identity? I don't know why I didn't float, though. I didn't want that extra mana. Hell yeah, Nadaru. That sounds like a pleasant day for sure. So we can either turn to an attacking Goldspan Dragon or show and tell an Ulamog. figure there's a chance they're just like a channel flash deck with a Trop start, with a Trop pass. Maybe I'm super wrong. Aw, they don't want to play anymore. Fair enough. Yeah, the show and tell half of the deck. I guess we did win that game that we showed and told in Emrakul after we fucking Hull Breacher twisted them. So it hasn't done nothing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to drafting this cube between rounds tomorrow. Gonna be getting up bright and early. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. so early. This last week I've been sick and waking up at like between noon and 2 p.m. So there's a good chance that I wake up at 9 to my alarm and just turn it off and go back to bed. We'll see how I feel. But the plan is to stream the Super RCQ. Been really enjoying those. Was Omniscience ever in the cube? Do you mean Powered Cube, Vintage Cube? There's a lot of different cubes out there, friend. The stock Vintage Cube? I don't think so. You can check. If you Google search Magic Online Holiday Cube Reddit, there's a Reddit thread with like a bunch of the old lists there you can go through and check for Omniscience if you want. What's the limited set? EOE. I would not fucking wake up early to play Spider-Man. It looks like an unplayable limited format. I have yet to hear a good word about the limited environment. This seems like a giant shit show. But Magic Online's been doing EOE, and that's been a lot of fun. Good luck, Ankylosaur. What's the main difference between this one and the powered one? This one's a little bit higher power. This one and the regular powered cube. This one's a little higher power, yeah. We have the, what are those fucking cards called? The 3-drop white creature that we had in the last deck with the dungeon. The initiative. The initiative's in this cube. I remember the first time the Mengu cube was on Magic Online. That was the big difference. Was they had more blue cards than usual. I don't know if that's the case this time. It's crazy how much Spider-Man product is sitting on the shelves of local stores, right? And that's why, like, a lot of stores have been running RCQs, because it kind of, like, forces the players to burn through some of the product. So it's kind of a huge bummer for the players when Wizards ships just, like, an absolute stinker of a limited format like that. It's not like you can choose to not play it if you want to try and qualify. It's not for you. It's for other people. Let them enjoy it and be happy. It has no impact on you. Yeah? No impact, huh? Okay. Does Artisan not care about Priest? Target player draws a card, then exiles a card, creates a token. Wow. I guess they don't really interact. Yeah, Avatar looks like a real limited format. Do I go digging? Do I gunk them up with Fraction? I should have played this before my land. Right, Daiko? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. When you force the people that care about a format to have to deal with it, it's like, well, a little bit different now. It was a good argument for Secret Lair, I agree. I win! That's back-to-back trophies, friends. That's back-to-back trophies, baby. Some wild fucking decks in the pipeline, huh? I like that creature that like taps to make a fucking Emrakul there. That was sick, huh? I wonder why that one's not in the Magic Online rotation, right? There's so many like playable cards that just like don't see the light of day because the curators are just like fucking stuck in their ways of what cards they like and stuff. It's like kind of frustrating that like a year or two ago the Magic Online team made a big deal about cycling stuff, and then like a lot of the cards that they don't consider to be part of like the rotation just like stay stagnant. And there's some removal spells in there that'd be really nice if they tried out other things. There's other cheat effects that'd be like kind of cool if they tried out. I just don't see them. Anyway, I'm complaining here, but like I should be happy that the Mengu cube is on. We can try something new, huh? Should be a celebratory thing. All right, we got an ad going. I'm gonna use that moment to go get myself some water. I'll be back in a minute here.